This machine is our lat pull down, and that's going to be working your back and your biceps. There's one thing we need to adjust before we get started, and that is the lat bar here. So just pull out the red toggle and make sure that it's resting on the top of your thighs. And I'm going to reach up and holding the bar nice and wide. That's it. And then sitting down back onto the seat and pulling down to just below the chin level, and nice and controlled as we go back up. When you're done, you just stand up and put the bar back into place. To increase the weight, you just need to slide across one of the pins in the machine. So this next machine is our low row, really great exercise for your back and your biceps. So we're going to grab hold of the handle with one foot on the pedal there, and then extending back, making your legs go quite far back, not completely locked, and leaning back slightly, shoulders back, and then pulling the handle into your belly. And then when you're done, letting it go back nice and controlled. Keep one foot on as you go forwards so that you don't end up being dragged forwards by the machine. This next one is our hammer strength pull down, and once again you're going to be training your back and your biceps. First thing we need to adjust is just getting the lat bar correct for you again. This one, there's nothing you have to pull out to get it up or down. It will just kind of balance and then sit on your thighs nicely when it's in the right position. And then we're going to reach up on the handles. This one we're going to use an underarm grip, and then pulling down, focus on squeezing your elbows back as you get to the bottom, and then as always nice and controlled on the way up. This next exercise is our hammer strength iso lateral row. There's one thing we need to adjust before we go on it, and that's the seat height. That's just adjusted with this pin here. And then we're going to grab our favourite hand position. It's kind of personal preference really for this. And then pulling back, squeezing your back as you get towards your chest. And then as always, nice and controlled on the way forwards. To make it more difficult, you just add a weight plate to each side down here. This machine is our assistive pull up. Really great machine for teaching you how to start doing pull-ups and gradually increasing your strength. The one thing to bear in mind with this machine though is the weight assists you up. So the heavier it is, the easier it will get. But you don't want to go too heavy because then you just won't move anywhere at all. So I'm going to have Paul get into the machine. So get your hand position set first. Very important you get your hands nice and secure on those bars first. Then we're going to kneel onto the pad. Control the way down very carefully, and then pulling yourself back up. So when you're done, you want to keep one knee on the pad, and very carefully take one foot off, and then bring the pad up nice and slowly. This machine is our lever row, very, very simple to use. So I'm going to have Paul set himself up. So feet on the platform down there, chest supported by the pad, and then we're going to reach forward, grab the bars, move the weight into the center, and then rowing up from there. As always, nice and controlled on the way back down. To make it heavier, you just add weights to the end of the machine.